Hi guys, my name is Coley. It is so nice to meet you and hopefully teach you something today as we go through this tutorial video together. What I'm going to be teaching you today is something that's near and dear to my heart, something that I love doing on a very regular basis, something that I picked up about 2 years ago and haven't turned back since, is this right here. This is called a dragon staff. We actually got spokes on both sides, if you can see that. Dragon staff. So what a dragon staff is it's one of a collection of many different flow toys or flow arts toys that you can find out there. They are just so much fun. So what we're going to be doing today is I'm going to be teaching you one of the first basic moves that you learn with dragon staff. It's called a forearm roll. And what that looks like is this right here. All right, so we're gonna learn this together. Forearm rolls, one of the first moves that you learn. I love this move. It's a building block for hundreds of other dragon staff moves. It's one of the first basic moves that you learn, and it's a great starter move because you get to use both hands. It's decently easy, and it's absolutely necessary for you to keep learning in your dragon staff journey. I'm gonna set this down for a second as we break down these moves. So I like to talk about body positioning first before we get into everything with the staff, so you can kind of get comfy with how this is gonna look. So we're gonna break this down into 3 parts. First part of this move, I'm gonna do most of this from the side, is your forearms are out in front of you, slightly forward, 45-ish degree angle on your arms. Doesn't have to be super specific. It's whatever feels good to you. And then palms down or palms up, completely up to you, just based off of body alignment. The second portion of this move, our fingers are going to come up towards our head. Forehead is a great place to kind of orient yourself towards as you're working through this. Palms to the sky or palms back to you. Again, doesn't matter. My personal preference is palms up. And then the third part of this move is our hands are going to come forward, shoot through, and then come back into that first position. So 1, 2, 3, and then again 2, 3. We're going to add the staff and we're going to start to break this down now. So that first part of this move, I hold this up by my biceps or my upper arms, however is most comfortable. I tend to cross my arms just to keep this like this, and then all I'm going to do is get my arms out of the way and continue letting gravity do its work. So what this is going to look like is hands for me go down, it rolls down, and then I'm just gonna catch at the bottom. That's the easiest way to do this, to break down the move from the beginning. Again, we are going to roll forward, let it come down, catch at the bottom. When I'm ready to add more to this move, the second part is what we're gonna look at next, and that's that forearm coming up towards the head. This might be the first time that your brain goes, I don't know about this, because the staff is gonna have to roll up and over your fingertips in order to get to the other side of your hands. I promise you, it'll happen. You just gotta trust your body sometimes. So putting those 2 moves together, part 1 and part 2, we're gonna let those arms down, lift them up towards the head, and let it come down to the elbows. I'm going to try and stop that right there just so we can see that. I'm doing this much more dramatically than I normally would so that I can get this to a stopping point. From now on, I'm just going to catch it. It's going to be swift like that, but you'll see what it looks like. Again, part 1 and 2 put together. So rolling it down, up over the fingertips, coming towards the elbow, and catch. Third part is probably the more difficult of the 3, just in terms of training your brain to what that's going to look like. I'm going to set this down again one more time. From the side, we're palms up and we're going to shoot the hands through. Elbows are high and wide, and then the hands come forward. What that looks like from the front, palms are up. It's coming rolling down to our elbows. When we get to the elbow, that's when we start to make our move. Elbows go wide. Hands are lower than our elbows in terms of height. Our elbows are higher, shooting through, coming forward. And that's what that looks like. So down, up, and through. When we add the staff, this is what that's going to look like. So it's going to roll down, come up, and then go through. Come up, and then go through. One more time, up, and then through. The closer you get to your elbow when you're doing this work, the easier it's going to be and the smoother it's going to be to transition, but that takes time. Hopefully you enjoyed this tutorial and this helped you learn one of those first basic moves of Dragon Staff. If you have any more questions, please feel free to reach out to me. I would love to teach anybody new moves more and more as we keep going. Thank you so much. My name is Coley. Have a wonderful day.